what is some of you guys' 3-album runs?
Oh man. Wow. Now, does it have to be starting from their debut or just like any point in their career?
Just three. There's three. Just three in succession.
Man. Damn.
There's a lot that I could go with, so I'm just trying to like narrow them down almost, you know?
All right, I throw some examples out there. The ones that I hear the most are Redman, What the Album, There's a Dark Side, and Muddy Waters. And Ice Cube.
Here's the thing, though. I don't like What the Album as much as I like There Is a Dark Side, and I don't like There Is a Dark Side as much as I like. And obviously, you're going to like them to varying degrees,
right?
But I feel like Muddy Waters is so much, to me, like the perfect Redman album. It's just right in what I want from him. That I look at that album as not part so much of a 3-album run, but each album kind of gets better, which to me, in a way, is not like the rise from album to album. I would prefer if they were all somewhat on the same level with each other. So I could go Devin with either of the first 4.
Ooh, I forgot about Devin. Yes,
I could go Devin the Dude, self-titled debut, Just Trying to Live, and To the Extreme.
To the Extreme,
or I could go Just Trying to Live, To the Extreme, and Waiting to Inhale. Like any of those configurations could work for me. Ghostface obviously comes to mind with Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, and Bulletproof Wallets, which, you know, is not on the level of Iron Man and Supreme Clientele, but I still think is a very underrated album. You know,
so think about. Cool.
That comes to mind for me. De La Soul is Dead, Balloon Mind State, Stakes is High comes to mind. DJ Quick, Safe and Sound, Rhythmalism, Balance and Options comes to mind. Prodigy, HNIC, nice. Return of the Mac, HNIC Part 2. I mean, maybe Jay with like Dynasty, Blueprint 2 for me.
Blueprint 2? No.
It's in my record club.
Wow, okay.
It's in my record club. And the thing is, like, I could go Reasonable Doubt. Like, if I'm going for my favorite Jay album, I got to include Volume 1 and 2 in there. And, you know, Volume 2 is in a record club for me. Volume 1 isn't. And then nothing after Blueprint 2 is going to get, you know, we're not talking about
another one. Okay. Another one I hear a lot is Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate, and a Predator.
I hear that a lot. I don't think Predator.
Another one.
Well, for me, Predator.
The Predator is the weaker of the 3.
I might like it more than the other 2, like when we're breaking it down ratings wise. I mean, we'll see eventually when we get to it on the show. I know Predator might have the highest highs for me. It has Good Day on it, you know?
Yeah.
Which is just the kind of music when I want to listen to West Coast rap. I want something that sounds more like that than a dude rapping on Bomb Squad beats.
Yeah.
You know? But, of course, I don't think people hold Predator in the same light that they hold Death Certificate and Most Wanted. So,
yeah,
you know, that's kind of like the Ghostface one, where it's like, it depends how you feel about the 3rd album in that run.
Okay. Another one I hear.
Tribe, the first 3 albums.
Tribe. Yeah, Tribe. Another I hear, I don't think you guys, I've heard the reviews on a couple of these. Eminem, Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, and Eminem Show.
That's one I've heard. It probably wouldn't be that for me because the last 2 in that 3-album run are much better than the first album in that 3-album run to me. You know, as the whippersnapper, you know, what comes to mind for me is probably, you know, like Take Care, Nothing Was the Same after reading this.
That's fair. Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah. I don't want to bring the cult into
do you I mean, let's get a consensus. Does everybody consider if you're reading this an album?
It's an
album. I don't, but it was like, I mean, I do.
Because it was not released as a mixtape. It's not on live mixtapes. It wasn't on DatPiff. He put it on iTunes. If you have to pay for it, it's not a mixtape.
People certainly talk about it like it's an album. That's what I meant to say. I do, but if you let him tell it, like on his Wikipedia, it's like Views is supposed to be the 4th album, but it's like,
right.
You know,
you can say what you want as an
and
artist, but based on how we qualify things here, you know, that's an album.
Okay.
You know, sadly, my main man J. Cole, the album experience is never consistent. So I don't think there's ever been a 3 album run.
Speaking of that, shit, what about fucking Good Kid, Mad City?
No.
Not for me, because he dropped the ball with Damn.
Good Kid, Mad City might not even be record club for me. We'll find out very soon. Pimp a Butterfly is a classic. I don't even like Damn that much. Go back to season 1.
I don't either.
I don't consider it. No.
He should have had 3. He should have. Things were trending that way, but yeah, I'm not a Damn guy.
Look, you know I'm the G Unit soldier. I'm not going to sit here and tell you Get Rich or Die Trying to Massacre Curtis, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'll say this for Southern's sake. And I'm sure y'all get to all these.
The first 3 TIs?
What's the third one?
Trap music and urban legend, or maybe trap music, urban legend, king, depending on where you fall on those.
I don't like urban music. I mean, I don't like urban legend or king. And I'm serious. It's like,
I love I'm serious, but I know I'm in the minority there. Marsburg, Reloaded, and Rosebud's Revenge.
Wow.
Mel doesn't like Rosebud's Revenge, but
yeah, I had to go back and listen because I'm not 100.
What year did that come out?
2016, I think.
2016. Rosebud's Revenge. Because that was the year you introduced me to Rock Marciano, though.
Yeah, there was a long wait between Reloaded and Rosebud's Revenge, even though he put out that Pimpire mixtape in between.
Shit, what about fucking ATLiens and Clemina and and Stankonia?
Ain't no Stankonia. I would go Southern Playalistic. ATLiens.
Southern Playalistic. Okay. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid.
As Clemini with all those like skits and stuff, I'm not sure I have to rate it. And that's another thing. Like if I haven't done it on the show, I'm not 100%. Aesop Rock, like we could literally just go with the last 3 or anything from None Shall Pass onward. Basically, has felt like as far as the studio albums go, solo wise, that's like been a unfadable run for me. I mean, shit. I could be here all night, really.
Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3?
You know what's funny? I was just thinking that, but I can't say for sure because I would need to sit down and rate the first 2 because I don't think I've done that yet.
All right, listen, when you guys do Carter 1, please invite me.
Okay.
Hey, pencil them in, you know?
Wait, hold on. Is there a guest already on that one, though, Mel? Could we do a search style?
Let me do a Control F.
Carter 1 is Wayne's best Wayne's best album.
Okay. I've heard that take before though. That's not too crazy. Let me see. Carter 1. No, I don't see a guess for that.
Okay.
All right. That's not too far away.
Nice.
Okay.
We got to do Carter 2 before we do Carter 1, so it's far enough, I'd say.
Right.
I'll end it with just the 3R one with 3-6, Mystic Styles, The End, and World Domination. Those are, sort of their underground joints, but it's a solid run from them before they actually blew up.
Okay.
Let me look at this. I got one more thing I could look at here.
If you go on mixtapes, you could do of course Future's run.
Oh, if we're doing mixtapes, I mean the thing about doing mixtapes though, like it still wouldn't work because I would say, Lord Willin', We Got It for Cheap Volume 2, Hell Hath No Fury, but that cuts out We Got It for Cheap Volume 1, and I don't think Volume 1's a classic, so I can't do Volume 1, Volume 2, Hell Hath No Fury. I can't do Volume 2, Hell Hath No Fury. Fucking Road to Till the Casket Drops because that sucked, or whatever the hell it was. We got it for cheap volume 3, also not classic. So can't do it for them. Honestly, like I feel the most safe with like first 3 Tribe, first 3 Devin, first 3 Outcast, you know?
Yeah, all those are solid. I'm throwing Project Pat in there. Landing SmackDown. Well, no, actually, Getty Green is. I feel it personally is the weaker of the 3. But very solid, strong run, and I feel like if he didn't go to jail, after that run, he would be bigger than what he is.
You know,
UGK.
No, Project Pat.
No.
Oh no, you're talking about
3 album runs.
Which 3?
Super Tight, Super Tight, Riding Dirty Money.
And Dirty Money? I like that.
For me, Dirty Money is a pinch. It's kind of the Bulletproof Wallets for me, where it's like, it's dope. It's very good to me, but it's not on the level of the other 2.
Yeah.
But you know, again, we could do this all night.
My final submission, only Moles is going to know what the fuck I'm talking about, but Cult Style, I had to think about it because this man released so much stuff. Like, having 3 consecutive good projects is less likely than other artists. But I think as far as sequential releases, the thing that comes to mind is, well, isn't this awkward? My brain is alive, and every Charles Hamilton's ex-girlfriend's worst nightmare. That was a moment for me where it's like, oh, he just dropped 3 classics in a row, you know, but I have to get ready.
I got another one. Common. Resurrection, One Day It'll All Make Sense, Like Water for Chocolate.
Solid.
That doesn't sound bad.
Solid.
B was after Like Water for Chocolate, right?
No, it was after Electric Circus, which is after Like Water for Chocolate.
Okay, right.
That's why the 3 is important, because God damn it, that 4th one, you're like, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get.
If Electric Circus didn't exist, I would have to rate Like Water for Chocolate, but and I know this is controversial. Actually, no, I have rated Finding Forever in my personal time, so I can't even say that. That's a personal classic to me, even though statistically it doesn't measure out.
It's your Jim Jones, Harlem Diary of a Summer, or Method Man to Cal 2000.
Yes, right. Where it's not as good as it is. It's better in my head than it actually is, basically. Right. Yeah. Well, in the words of Kevin Nash, that was an interesting thought stimulus. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's less people than you realize, I guess.
Right. Yes.
It's a hard thing to do that.
Because there's a lot of artists out there, but to go classic 3 in a row, because I'm even having my doubts, like bringing Ghostface into that because of Bulletproof Wallets. So, you know, that's like, that album's dope to me, but it's not as good as the last 2. So when I get that tinge of like, I don't know if all 3 of these are kind of in the same. That's where I was feeling about Redman. Is like, you know, for me, Redman is like, Sean Price for me. His first 3 solo albums. Monkey Bars, Jesus Price, and Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Solid. But again, it's like Mike Tyson's not as good as Jesus and Monkey.
Yeah.
That's the
thing about the 3. Oh shit.
Mike Tyson is not as good as Jesus and Monkey.
That's the thing about the 3. The 3, like, there's usually a weak one.
I know. That's why I'm scared to do it with Scarface, because like
I was thinking Scarface.
I was doing Scarface, and I want to include the Diary, but then it's like, is the Diary as like, are the albums that come after the Diary or before the Diary as good as the Diary? To me, no.
Right, because you could do, you know,
Mr. Scarface, right?
Mr. Scarface, yeah. My homies is like, no, I can't. I'm not doing my homies.
I'm even trying to think just other genres, and even that's hard.
D'Angelo.
He got a 3-hour run over 30 years.
They're all
Brown
classics.
Sugar, Voodoo, and Black Messiah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a good one.
that's
What about
easy.
Pink Floyd?
Now,
I don't
Wolves,
care
I know
about no
you're-
Pink Floyd.
What? What?
I gave what's it called? The little Prism album. What's that? Dark Side of the Moon.
The Little
Yeah.
Prism album.
The triangle one with the rainbow. I heard it in college. I tried to give it a shot because I'm like, I should probably listen to this thing. It's iconic, I think I like some of them songs, but Moles, we know you're famously not the Thriller man, but I would say probably Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad.
I mean, but Bad's not as good as Thriller and Off the Wall.
Well, that's my thing though. My hot take is that Bad is underrated as a piece of music. But
Thriller
that's
is
just-
I'm sure-
certainly
I'm sure
overrated
Stevie
at a
has
6 out of 9.
See, look, Liberian Girl. See, we need a reappraisal of Bad, the album. Okay,
We need a reappraisal. Mel needs to put the proper respect on Off the Wall.
My take has always been Off the Wall is blacker, Thriller is better.
Thriller ain't better.
Now, which isn't
It
to say black
play
is bad
through-
or worse.
It doesn't play through better as an album, and while it doesn't have the highs of Thriller, it doesn't have the lows. There's less skips.
Oh man, yeah, but respect. I like me some Off the Wall. Okay,
Ain't
but
no
I'm
run.
just saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you say Stevie Wonder, Kenny?
I was
I mean,
looking.
Stevie in the 70s, you could almost go with like damn near any 3 albums.
Yeah.
He probably got a run. He might even have 2. You never know.
Intervisios,
Yeah.
Songs in the Key of Life. I think those are like literally 2 years apart.
Yeah. So you got Intervisions. I haven't heard Full in This First Finale. What the fuck is that? And Songs in the Key of Life.
Let me check.
Fulfilling This First Finale is the one that has that sample that Jewels and Wayne rapped on. That no more lying friends, morning tragedies, nowhere to pretend. They won't go when I go.
Mm.
But it's not as good as Intervisions and Songs in the Key of Life. Don't kid yourself. How about that?
I'm looking
How about that Marvo Gaye?
that Marvo Gaye. I'm less familiar in terms of albums, so I don't know.
I got one for you for that ass. Maybe not. All right. Shine, maybe not. I don't know what
Shine?
the fuck Promise. No, I was gonna say Sade.
Oh, Sade.
Oh, I can weigh in on this. I can't
Yes,
give too much
yeah.
away because we promised the patrons Sade rankings at 100 patrons.
But we
But
got Diamond Life.
I might
Promise.
be able to go with just her first 3.
Right.
This won't give anything away. Yeah, no, it's her first 3. Promise, Love,
Yeah.
Deluxe. Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. That's my order. Let me stop. I already didn't say it too much. But no, it would be
Diamond Life, Promise, Stronger Than Pride.
Then Love Deluxe.
no,
would
it
be-
isn't 3 straight for me because there's a break.
Right.
I'll put in the chat style what it would be, if it were in this order, but it's not because there's an album in between that, which is good, but it breaks it up. Let me see.
Shit, I could go Stronger Than Pride, Love Deluxe, and Lovers Rock.
If this were the 3 album run, her first 3, then yeah, that would be a run for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I probably said before on the show, this isn't a spoiler, but Promise is no skips the last time I rated it. So, I got this pulled up and I knew I wasn't going to be able to find anything, but I had to double check Prince. Because the thing with Prince,
Yeah.
There's always one in between the 2 masterpieces that's not as good as the 2 masterpieces.
if
that it's
Parade wasn't between Around the World in a Day and Sign of the Times, it'd be Purple Rain, Around the World in a Day, Sign of the Times. That would be the closest thing to a 3-run album.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but Around the World in a Day
series.
is not as good as Sign of the Times or Purple Rain.
It's not. Which is why I said closest thing. I'll tell them because we never promised the Prince. Purple Rain, the last I rated it was 75% weighted for me.
Not as good as Forest Hills Drive, I guess.
Don't do this to me. Okay. Around the World in a Day, 60.5%. Sign of the Times, 62.5%.
62.5 for Sign of the Times.
I mean, it's some good records, great records on there. It's a lot of 8s. There's a 9. If I Was Your Girlfriend, it's a 9- for me. Title track's a 8. Starfish and Coffee's a 8. Housequake's a 8.
I mean, you like the best songs at least, but come on, you're not doing it any real justice here.
Oh, brother, you know what, man?
This is what I gotta say. Billy Joel, 52nd Street, or what is it? The Stranger, 52nd Street, Glass Houses. That's a great 3-album run for me.
Let me check my Billy Joel. Right, he's in the spirit of him being back, because I know that 52nd Street is my favorite. Yeah, this isn't the order. If it were like my top 3 Billy Joel albums are 52nd Street, River of Dreams, and Glass Houses. So
there's space between those.
Right. So.
All right, I got one for you, Mel.
Okay.
Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite. Ambria Now.
What a gunshot! What a gun! Okay, I forgot about my dog, Max.
That's Mel's version of Brown Sugar Voodoo.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, actually, you're absolutely. Oh, you know what though? This is the problem. Oh my god. So now Embria is a personal classic for me, but it's another one of those Tikal 2000 situations where like I like 7 out of 11. So it's not enough for it to be a classic, but it is a classic in my head.
Okay.
So that would be 3: Urban Hang Suite, Embria, and Now. But if you skipped Embria, I guess, and went to Black Summer's Night, then yeah, that'd be a 3-album suite. But I am an Embria apologist. I'm always defending Embria. But yeah, man, I wish I could give him that 3, but I can't.
Sometimes you wish, but you can't. It is what it is.
It's a 67%.
Yeah,
weighted.
it's always it's always that 3, man. God damn it, because I'm thinking of Mary J. Blige.
Yeah,
what's it 411? My Life, but Share My World.
It's difficult. 3-peat's difficult in sports. It's probably harder in music. Because the thing with music is times change, trends change.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 3 that Mel sent me privately that he wants me to read for some reason.
Oh, here we go.
His 3 are Renegade, The Revolution, and The Brave 2, which are the last 3 Tom McDonald albums. He said,
"Man, if you don't get out of here,
it's been a run unlike we've ever seen."
Oh my god! I have never and never want to hear a Tom McDonald song. Tom McDonald. Okay. Folks, y'all call in 718-635-0743. What are your classic 3-album runs?
Controversial. Here we go. R. Kelly, RTP2.com.
You know what? My thing is R. Kelly is not.
R's a double disc. That already gets thrown out. Fuck that.
Is. I've never been a fan. Like, I think he's overrated. If we're talking about his music.
Have you heard TP2.com?
My dad would play it all the time.
It's a fucking shame that PND 3 sucked.
That would have been one.
It's a fucking shame.
Yeah, Party Next Door.
He was on his way with those first 2. What's crazy is people might say The Weeknd with that original trilogy, but I don't really like House of Balloons that much. It's the other 2 that I like more.
Another one that's overrated. I know it's like blasphemous to people, but the Moles and Mel take, which is crazy to people, is we think Echoes of Silence.
Echoes of Silence is a fucking
is the best one.
It might be the best thing he's ever made to this day. Also, Mel was saying if we're counting just solo albums and not group albums, he's thinking Tim's Bio, Shock Value, and Shock Value 2.
What? That is statistically incorrect. It can be proven by the board on raprankings.com. Ain't no Tim's Bio, okay? Yeah. Nah. All right.
What about Snoop-a-Loop? Nah, not because Doggy Style is so massive.
You got to go later in his career.
Then you got to go later, but nothing's as classic as Doggy Style, so you're kidding yourself. You're fooling yourself, okay? by doing that.
Huh.
You know what? What just hit me? I have to rate
the specter
it,
of Doggy Style just looms so large over everything else. It's like not. It's like why Nas?
I could
say
go
Nas.
Nah, I can't say Nas.
Well, you know these new fucks are going to be like, well, you know, you could actually say the Three Kings Disease albums, but we fucking know the truth, okay? And Illmatic looms so large over his discography. You know, even if you accept it was written as like, you know, underrated classic, you still got it. You're not going to tell me I Am is on the level of It Was Written, let alone Illmatic.
Yeah. Honestly, I was going to listen. How I got introduced to you guys is the All Eyes on Me review. I was going to go Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me, and 7 Day Theory, but All Eyes on Me, again, double album, bloated.
Classic to me.
It fucks it up.
Classic to
All
me.
Eyes on Me?
What fucks it up for me is 7 Day Theory, actually, which is not a bloated album.
Really?
I like All Eyes more.
Wow.
And I like Me Against the World significantly more than I like. But I wouldn't go. What was the album before Me Against the World?
It
was Thug Life, but it's strictly for my niggas.
Yeah, see, it wasn't for me. It was strictly for his redacted. So, I mean, I'm not going to put that amongst, Me Against the World and All Eyes on Me. It's, you know, it's crazy. It's like Pac said. He's got me feeling like All Eyes on Me, Me Against the World. Got me feeling like Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me. You know, off that Blueprint too, baby. A classic.
Oh, wow. Blueprint 2 is a fucking classic. That's crazy.
OVA.
This is, I have to rate it. I think it's possible. My Way, 8701 and Confessions.
I was thinking Usher.
I have to rate My Way, but 8701
and 8701, very underrated.
Yeah.
Very underrated. That's
79% weighted for me.
Okay, so, we know about Confessions. See, My Way has such highs, but I don't know if it's a classic.
Right. I mean, of course, I'm thinking, you know, Nice and Slow. You Make Me Wanna.
So many classic singles, right?
Right, but I have to rate the album, and you know,
I don't know about the album. In fact, I don't know the last time I listened to that album.
Right. Yeah, that could be one.
We know Mel's not putting Jimi Hendrix over.
Ain't no Jimmy. I can't really say that because I haven't heard the discography, but as of right now, ain't no Jimmy. Yeah.
The thing about artists is they're very untalented. They're not good.
What? How is that the conclusion?
Because they can't get it right 3 times in a row. We do it all the time, Mel. All our episodes are fucking banger after banger after banger. And yet these fucks can't get 3 albums in a row to be good.
Unbelievable.
By the sounds of it, there's like maybe 2 or 3 dozen talented rappers out there. And everybody else is just, you know, they get lucky.
Well, we found out, I guess.
Control, Rhythm Nation, Janet?
I didn't say rappers.
I gotta get into
Janet.
I
said artists. So, I mean, the truth is there's probably less artists outside of hip-hop who've got 3 albums in a row. We know strumming along on their damn instruments, they're not saying shit. Okay? So, we've just found out the truth. Artists are not that good, and that's why you got to appreciate someone like Project Pat, you know, when they come around, because that's that real music.
Yes, sir. Project Pata.
Now, listen, there's the fucking core. Kenny, before we go, I gotta say, I don't know where I've put Mr. Don't Play. We haven't reviewed it yet. I was saying earlier, it's like a infamous Hell on Earth situation for me, where it's so close I can't call it.
Between that and laying the SmackDown?
No. Forget about the
Getty
SmackDown.
Green.
Yeah, Getty Green and Mr. Don't Play. It's going to end up being so close, I wouldn't be able to tell you until I actually go to rate it. But those are my 2 favorite. SmackDown, not a distant third, but at third, definitively. Like, I know I don't like it as much as the other 2. And I'm going to check this one that he dropped, you said, right after he got out.
Crook by the Book.
Yeah, I'll check that one out as well. And, yeah, I mean, listen, we know these artists can't do their job worth a damn, okay?
Brother.
Yeah, Mr. Don't Play is a fucking, in my book,
You think far and away the best?
Yes.
Well, that's that, folks.
I'm sure like John Coltrane went on a run. You know?
I was just looking
like
up,
Giant Steps. How long was the time between like Blue Train and Giant Steps, and what was in between them? You know.
Well, you got to include Love Supreme, right? So,
Love Supreme is 1964. You could do maybe two different timelines with him, because if Giant Steps is 59, Blue Train is 57. Was there something in between those two albums? And what
you got Giant Steps, Coltrane Jazz, which I haven't heard, and My Favorite Things, which is
My Favorite Things is classic.
Yeah.
But I don't know about no Coltrane Jazz.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I know about Blue Train. I know about the Cats. I know about the Complete Africa Brass Sessions, Giant Steps, Live at Birdland, Love Supreme, Favorite Things, Stellar Regions. There's that John Coltrane, what was it, Thelonious Monk and John Coltrane live at Carnegie Hall. That's one. Milt Jackson and John Coltrane, Bags and Train. Miles Davis and John Coltrane, the Complete Columbia Recordings. I got some Coltrane, okay?